0 D iPhone step file list.
Well, I'm about to make breakfast. So I set up my water jug. Turn my water purifier on and let the water run through there a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to start getting things ready for brekkie. Oh, and then my headphones, yuck, they're all charged up now. Good, I can play Manamon later. Manamon, hey Manamon, what do we do with that game, hey? I'm going to just put them, there for now. Okay, got to get my egg. Oh jeez, where did I put it? I hate it when I pack stuff up and then I'm like, where the hell did I put the bloody stupid thing? God, where is it? I put stuff where I know I should find it next time, and do I find it? No, I don't. Oh, God. All right, plug. What's? Oh yeah, that's the. I thought of that. Of course, I wouldn't think of that. Oh Jesus. Okay, so that's there. Right, that's all ready to go. Okay, plug that in. And don't turn it on yet, because I don't want it to fuck me around. Okay. I hate this bloody thing. You got to have it set just about exact. God. Damn it. Okay, I think, yeah, a little bit more in there. That should be enough, I believe. Oh, eggs on toast, hey? Yeah? Yum. I like eggs on toast. Now, the good news about this is when I put water into the vessel, you got the little tray thing and water in the vessel underneath it, and then you put the eggs in. You could just not leave them for too long, but you then have at least 10 minutes maximum of time that you can then say, right, time to boil the jug, time to make my coffee, time to set up my toast, and hey, I better turn on those, poached eggs while I have the chance before they go off, which will take a while. But hey, at least I have. Oh, don't fall off there. Don't do that. That's cheesecake. I'm just going to leave that butter out and use it for fucking toast or something, because I know that. Get off.
Pause. Stop. But pause. -0. Speech off.
Right. Okay. Excuse me. So give me time to make a coffee and that, as well as do up my eggs and all this other stupid stuff. Yeah, I've got a fair bit of butter left. I do. I'll leave the other butter out anyway because I'm going to need it. Love poached eggs, yum. Yum. Then if I'm still hungry, I can have some cereal. But yeah, I have my new NDIS plan, so that's all sorted, all organised. All organised. So, just got to wait for my plan manager to be set up this week. And they are making a plan. Oh yuck, I got butter all over my fingers. Oh yuck, didn't even get the eggs out. This is bad organisation. I never got the eggs out. Or the bread. God. Right, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I'm still going for a mental health review on the 20th of March because I have to, but otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty good. I ain't doing too bad. I'm not doing too bad. So I've got the bread and I've got the bloody stupid butter out and the eggs. I don't know if I want 2 eggs or 3 eggs or 4 eggs or 10 eggs or what. I might just do 2 eggs today. That way I can just put the eggs back. Just put the bloody eggs back in the fridge straight away so I don't forget where they are. I have to get the milk out. I need the milk. I need the milk. Right. Okay. Get each egg cracked into the thing. Getting pretty good at that. Okay, put that in, yep. Now, get that tonight. All I need to do is put those over on that little tray, because then they're out of the road. Right, so that one and that one is on the tray there. Okay, they're out of the road. Clean up the bench here now. fucking... okay, there we go. There we go. Right, that organised. There we go. Yep, that is organised. Okay. Right, now bread. Toast. Yum. Okay, we'll knock the cover off, turn that on, then turn that on. Okay, give me plenty of time to do what I need to do now while I'm boiling the eggs, poaching the eggs. Right, now I can set up the jug for coffee. Make it coffee really quickly and then my toast. Really excited about my new NDIS plan. Very excited. I know I'm going to get a talking microwave at some stage. I will. But I don't know when, but I'll get one. I've got until March next year to really decide what I'll be doing. Working, yay! Yay! It's working, yay! Right. I do not know what I want with my eggs on toast today. Can't decide. Can't make a choice. I honestly have no idea what I'll be doing. Not know. The butter's rock hard. Still put that on the toast. It's just not going to spread as simply as the super soft spreadable butter. Oh well. Oh, dropped it on. I like to soften it a bit, but obviously that isn't going to happen, so you just got to like cut it and bloody shave it. Shave it off, which doesn't work. You shave it off and then you cut it a little bit after a little bit, and you spread it down the fucking toast if you can. You spread it down. Okay. Can be hard to do, but you just do it anyway, and you press and spread. Make it soft. You make it bloody soft by the heat of the toast. It softens the butter. Okay. Right. There we go. Okay. Shave off some of that. Shave some of it off. Which can be easier said than done. Cut some of that. Which can be easier said than done. Just pick it up and turn it around a bit. Okay, that's a bit easier. You just shave off little bits of it each time. You press that down and you melt it into the toast. Okay, that can be quite hard to do because that can be melted in. Oh God. Right. All that in. Okay. Yep. That is essentially how you do butter. Oh God. Don't know if I'll have more or less toast. Really decide. I know how much I love eggs. No, I think I'll just leave that. Put the butter back in the fridge. I think I'll just leave it like that. I will add milk to my coffee and water. Right. Yum. now move that out of the road. Oh shit, hang on. That. Yum. Yum. Yeah, they're definitely very poached eggs. Oh, they're hot. Oh, that's so hot. Oh, that's fucking boiling. Ouch. Ow! They're hot. Oh, that's hot. Oh. Way too hot. But they're better than fucking undercooked. Oh, so much better than being undercooked. Oh my god. I do not eat undercooked eggs. Ugh, yuck. Absolutely disgusting undercooked eggs. Yuck. Not stand undercooked stuff. No way. I don't mind them having slightly runny eggs. If they're really cooked, if they're hot and they're slightly runny, that's okay. But not if they are bloody undercooked. Ew! No way. I am having barbecue sauce. Yep. Yeah. I love eating poached eggs. Couldn't love them more. Yum. So yeah, I am so super duper excited about my new NDIS plan. It's unbelievable. Hang on a second. Okay, so I just have to take all this to the table. Oh, this is amazing. Right. Okay. Now I'm here. Right. Eggs and barbecue sauce. Yum. Very slightly runny poached eggs. Yeah, I'm going out tomorrow night. I'm going to South Bank for a swim. I'm going out again on Thursday, which is awesome. And next Monday night, I'm starting jiu-jitsu classes. Yeah, I am so fucking excited. The eggs are perfect. I don't mind if they're a little bit soft. I don't have a problem if they're slightly soft, just as long as they're not too... if I want dippy eggs, for toast, then I will make them more runny. But I didn't want dippy eggs, but I didn't want them hard either. So, perfect. Yeah, I have finally got a life. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I've got some other good news. Since using Bluetooth headphones with my laptop, I've been able to play Manamon a lot better. So I'm now getting through the game easier. It's still difficult because when you're in a game and you're doing a puzzle where you have to complete something, but you have to go all around this imaginary city in order to find clues, and basically you then have to backtrack where you left off last time. You have to backtrack through the puzzle in the game to take something back to someone. So it's like a real puzzle role-playing thing. Every time you do something, you can proceed forward, but you can't, move on in the game until you do something else, which can take fucking hours to figure out. It can take a number of days to work out. So like today, I might spend 3 hours completing this puzzle at Avalet City, and then tomorrow I'm going to spend another 3 hours trying to beat these Manamon creatures at another stadium. I also have to be able to go through a maze to get something and then go back through the maze in order to get that item back to the previous section of the map in the game. Like, it's difficult, but it's bloody addicting and it's so fun. And I honestly can't, well, I've got Bluetooth headphones on and I can't do a recording using my phone, obviously, when I'm using my headphones with my laptop, because if I try that, You know, all you're going to be hearing is me blaring on and pressing laptop keys, but you won't hear what's going on. So I don't know how I'm going to work that one out. Don't know how I'm going to figure that one out. Because if I take my headphones off in my laptop, then I cannot hear as well. You know, hear all the ambient stuff as well as I would otherwise with headphones on. So then I can't play the game properly, which is what I only figured out recently. I don't want more eggs on toast. I want to get something else entirely. I want to get fried rice and have that. Is that fried rice? I'm just going to assume it's fried rice. Maybe it won't be fried rice. Oh, fuck, how do I know it's fucking fried rice or not? Okay, I've got to use Seeing AI. Yeah, I have to use Bluetooth headphones because with these puzzles, you literally have to find these little it's like using a board game puzzle when you're playing a puzzle and you're having to put pieces in missing sections, or you're having to travel through mazes, or busy sections of a puzzle, you know, city, and you have to get through gaps and stuff like that.
Speech
You have to get through gaps that I can only hear that there's a gap using Bluetooth headphones, which...
My God, YouTube, Mabel, Symbol
yeah,
Radio,
it
IT
pisses me
Studio,
off, but
Seeing
anyway.
AI, Kindle, Seeing AI.
Okay, let's have a look.
Seeing AI, menu, button. In microwave, in, Saint, E.
Beetroot's apple crumble.
Number, 107, number, Friday, 107, ingredients rosmeti rice, cabbage, back,
Oh,
whole
no,
eggs,
it's fried
barbecue sauce,
rice.
cinema,
Okay.
quantity, site, home,
Fried
Seeing
rice.
AI. Combank, WordPress, Be My Eyes, Word, YouTube, Uber, Coles, Recorder HQ.
Okay.
Recorder HQ,
Microwave
home,
that.
settings, button.
Have that. Okay. Turn that off. That out. Okay. 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes, eh? I didn't want to have 3 or 4 eggs today. I wanted to have eggs on toast and then some fried rice. Yum. That just reminded me I'm going to take... my throat needs to stop annoying me. Bloody thing. I'm sick of my throat. Just fucking stop annoying me. Whatever that feeling is, I don't know where it's coming from. Damn it. I don't know what it is. Okay, so I'm going to take a gourmet meals menu to the psychologist with me because I want them to convince the NDIS that I need gourmet meals because they benefit me for times that I don't want to cook. You know, they're part of cooking assistance, you know. It's part of cooking assistance. So if I cook my own meal, but then there's another meal that I want to eat, I might not be motivated to cook. So, yeah, I need those gourmet meals and that, you know. I'm going to get them to, because I'm like, that's fine, you know, if it's a fine line and they don't want to pay for everything, that's fine, but I'm still going to find out why, and I still want to know why I can't have gourmet meals paid for. I think I have the right to have my meals paid for. Shit. Definitely too hot. Oh, fuck. God. That's definitely cooked enough. Just going to leave it for a second, it'll be too hot. Yeah, I want to insist that gourmet meals goes into my plan because that way I'll have some frozen meals every month. I'll be able to do my own cooking as well. Then if I say, look, I'm too tired from a night out, I've done a lot of cooking today, I don't want to cook dinner tonight, then I can have a frozen meal. And it's related to having a disability. So I'm going to fight for it. Because they're trying to tell me they can't do it, but I'm like, yeah, I think they are going to do it. Because I don't see why I should have to pay for everything. Like, I think that anyone with any disability shouldn't have to pay for everything, and I reckon that people with disabilities should be let off because they have a hard enough time in life as it is without their extra stuff on top of their disability. They have a hard enough time as it is without having to worry about extra stuff. So why not let people with disabilities off a bit more? Don't discriminate and tell them they can't do anything. Just kind of accept that if they say, I need this, I need that, they probably fucking need it, you know. I wouldn't agree if it was a fully sighted person with no other problems and they say they need all this stuff. Well, they don't. They're just lazy. They're just looking for the easy way out. But if you have a physical disability, you should be given allowances, I reckon. And I'm going to fucking lobby for that. And it should be up to the client. It shouldn't be up to the organisation to decide that. It should be up to the organisation to do what the client wants and work with an option that the client chooses and work with that. Forgot all about it. Forgot all about it. Oh God, all about it. Right. So yeah, I'm just going to keep on pushing for gourmet meals to go into my plan because I think it's necessary. I honestly think it's necessary. I reckon the psychologists will get gourmet meals added in. I think they will. I'll just fucking prove to them that I need it. This is quite freaking fascinating though, that I've got a whole lot of stuff organised as it is. But I'm going to get the NDIS to fix their bullshit because they can't just say, we're going to deny this and that. It's not about them, it's about me. Yeah, there's a few things that need fixing with the NDIS plan, but most of it's good now. Just a couple more things.
Messages. Now. AMS. Not a problem. 430 until 9:30 works better for me, but it's up to you. We can work it all out properly tomorrow. Notification. Messages. Now. AMS. Not a problem. 430 until 9:30 works better for me, but it's up to you. We can work it all out properly tomorrow. Notification. Messages. 1 minute ago. AMS. Not a problem. 430 until 9. Notification. Notification. Messages. 2 minutes. Messages. Dismiss. Minus 36.25806 D. Minus 41.18885 dB. Speech off.
Fucking voiceover. That fucking reminds me I need to keep my phone on charge until, oh god, 1 o'clock when I leave here, I think. I believe. Yeah. Oh god, I reckon I've got allergies to something around here. I think it's the jacaranda trees doing it to me. I reckon it's the trees outside doing it to me. Oh, yuck. Yuck. But yeah. 4:30. At least I'm getting a good routine going now. I am. So that's the important thing. That's the good news of it all. The other good news is the pest that lives in the top units at Wilkins Street West, he lives up there and he's a bloody pest. He lies to people as well. He's not an honest person, he's not a reliable person, he's just a pest. He doesn't be honest and say, I can't meet you today, or, you know, anything normal, honest, reliable. He's not a normal person. He lies to everybody. Instead of just saying, I can't meet you today, he'll say in a really sad tone, oh, I'll see you today at 1:30. But he doesn't mean any of it. He's just saying it because he's sad, because he knows it's not true, and he thinks that by saying something nice in a sad tone, it's not going to hurt your feelings or be offensive. But the fact is, it is offensive. It does hurt my feelings that he can deliberately lie to me and pretend that, oh, I've just told you something nice, so if I don't meet you, you'll be okay with it because I was nice about it and I was sad. No, it's extremely offensive. Now, he can have an intellectual disability, it makes it hard, but at the same time, don't use your disability to be offensive in that either. If he just said, I can't meet you today, then, hey, that would be the end of it. But because he's such a liar, and he doesn't know what friendship is not a normal person, he doesn't live a normal life. He is not nice to people. He thinks he's nice, but he's not. He's not a reasonable person, so you can't reason with him and say, oh, I don't want to go out, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or I don't want to speak to you till tomorrow. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone today, just leave me alone. Like, he's not reasonable. You can't reason with this stupid bloke. You can't reason with him. No amount of no, I can't or I won't will get through. He's thinking, yes, you want a coffee, yes, you want to go out. That's all he's concerned about. And no amount of giving him the wrong answer, or, well, for him there's a right and a wrong answer. So if you say no, that's the wrong answer. You're supposed to say, yes, you'll go out and have coffee and that. No. He doesn't have any respect for anybody but himself. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. He just does things for him and that's it. He doesn't help people because he wants to be nice. He helps people because he wants something out of the relationship, something out of friendship. He helps people because it's about him. As soon as it's not about him, he doesn't want to know you. He doesn't want to help you. He literally only does things if it is about him. He's not meeting me at the shops because it's an enjoyable thing to be friends, and he doesn't have to meet me at the shops, but he can, and it's nice. No. He only meets me at the shops, and that goes for anyone else too, if he meets them, if it's something for him. Okay, so if he says I'll meet you at the shops and Jono meets me at the shops, it's not because he wants to hang out with me. It's not because he wants to be nice and helpful and I like being friendly and it's nice that I choose to enjoy being friendly, so Jono just wants to have good company with a nice friend. No, that's not how he thinks. I think like that. I think to myself, oh, I'm going to meet someone wherever, and then I meet them there because I'm going out of my way to enjoy company. That's all I care about, is company and having a good time. So Jonathan doesn't think that way. He says, oh, I just want to help you, I want to meet you at the shops, but he doesn't mean any of that. He does not mean any of that. He does not mean any of that. It's like, I want to play computer games all afternoon today, but I've got to meet my support worker at 2 o'clock. About 2 o'clock. And she's extremely nice and extremely honest, you know. She will say, oh, you caught that train 2 weeks ago. She's not doing it because I'm a baby. She's not doing it because she wants to baby me. She's not doing it because she wants to put me into the ground. She's not doing it to make me feel. She's doing it to show me that that's reliability and that's good. You've done this 2 weeks ago, so that's what you're doing today. Okay, let's do it. She's just being honest about the situation. Whereas I'd love to stay home and play games, but I know that it's more important that I go out than play a game. Now, these are all the things that have to be talked about in the mental health review, because some of the ways I live my life are a bit dangerous, not in the sense of smoking and taking drugs, but doing other addictive things which, on the surface of things, for people who don't understand mental health, it's just stupid behaviour, which I think that I'm pretty stupid. I do think I'm like a dumb bird, but there's more complication to it than being a dumb bird. There's more to it than just, let's not understand the mental health aspect and let's say that it's stupid and that's it and fix it. It's not like that. And that's what most people don't want to understand, that if I get addicted to computer games, then I have to have other outings to stop me from getting really addicted to computer games, because I love laptop games and that. That's just how it is, and I'm not going to change how I am because someone else thinks that mental health doesn't exist, like it does, you know. So, yeah, I have had to ditch this bloke who's a so-called friend. I had to ditch him yesterday. He's not someone that you can reason with and educate and nice blah blah and laxy-daisy and fucking let's have a cuddle fucking bullshit. Yes, some people are like that. I like laxy-daisy people, but they've still got to be reliable, you know. But you can't say anything to Jono. If you don't want to know him, you don't say anything, you just ghost him. It's safety. It's safety. If it's anyone else and they say, look, I'm busy, I can't do all these different things, I can just say, fine, that's fine. We will just plan something another time. But if it's a safety issue, I'm going to suddenly end the friendship or the relationship or whatever without any explanation, any justification, any closure. I want closure on a dangerous issue such as, has the person gone to jail? Have they moved out? Are they never coming near me again? Like, I don't mind that sort of closure, but I don't want closure in the relationship. I don't want to close off the relationship with, hey, you're a dangerous person and I've ghosted you, so let's have a talk before I never speak to you again. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting myself out or at risk for anybody. Not for anybody. I do not have to justify nothing to anybody. If I want to close off a friendship, then I'll close it off. If I feel that it's not worth my time, then that isn't my problem if I upset someone, if I make someone offended, if I make someone angry, if I make someone depressed, if someone commits suicide. That is not my responsibility. If I do something and someone commits suicide, but I didn't encourage it and I didn't, try to lead the person on into a suicide attempt or anything. If I just do something that anybody else would be like, well, fuck you too then, and that's it, and then someone self-harms, commits suicide, gets really sick, or whatever they do, that's their problem. You know, and if their associates, whoever their associates could be, try to make it out that I encouraged it, they're not going to win, because I didn't encourage suicide. No, I don't have to know that what I do is going to cause a suicide attempt, because it is not my problem how other people choose to feel. The only exception I can think of to that rule is if I'm helping someone out, then I decide that, I'm going to stop helping the person because of no particular reason, and then the person is having like a hard time with their life and they get really sick or they die or something because I've got no reason to stop helping them. That might be something where I've caused somebody's death or whatever. But if I intend to help someone and I save their life or I do something to be nice to them, then I don't feel safe, because whatever reason, maybe I'm being treated badly, maybe the person's being abusive, maybe I have to move out, maybe don't always have to be moving out, but maybe I'm suddenly really busy and I can't be helpful anymore. If the person then decides to react to whatever I've done with some kind of threat and self-harm and violence and suicide, then they try to accuse me of causing it, they're not going to win, because I'm not responsible for what other people do or feel or think or anything. So, unless someone can prove that I tried to hurt or kill someone, or I tried to, I actually tried to get them to self-harm, like I actually did something to make sure that someone was self-harm, unless they can prove that, they're not really going to win anything, apart from I'll be asked a few questions and then be told, so long as I'm not trying to cause harm or discord for other people with the intent that someone will harm or kill themselves, then I'm all right, just as long as I'm not trying to cause people any harm in any way, which is fine. I don't mind all of that, but I'm still not going to get in trouble if I cut someone out of my life and then they do something as a reaction. Isn't my fault, and I'm not going to blame myself. I'm not going to blame myself for something that I haven't done, I just won't do that, It'd be different if I let my friend come over and then I kick them out onto the street and they get really sick, or they get killed, or they commit suicide because I've kicked them onto the street. But then there'd be a lot of grey areas to that too. Like if I've kicked them out onto the street just because we had an argument and then I decided to forcefully kick them onto the street, I'll probably get into lots of trouble for it because I had no reason to kick them out over an argument. But then if the same is said for the person, if the friend decides they're going to take drugs and smoke marijuana and I don't want the police in my unit charging me for drug possession, so then I kick them onto the street and then they do something threatening or commit suicide, well, I can't get in trouble for that. I don't have to allow people into my house when they're taking drugs and smoking. I don't have to allow it. It's my unit. It's my rules. If people can't respect my rules and my space, they don't have to come here. And if they're doing something threatening in my space, they might like it, but I'm just saying if it's a threatening act to me, I have every right to kick them out of my space, out of my unit, out of my place. I don't have to allow people in here. So if I kick someone onto the street because they're disrespecting my space and destroying my unit in some way, or they're doing something that is a threat to my private life, my personal space and that, then I kick them onto the street and then they do something horrible, to somebody or themselves, then I can't get in trouble for it because they're the ones doing the wrong thing and I'm kicking them out for doing the wrong thing. That's how it is. So that's their fault, So I don't blame myself for anything that I don't do. And that's just how it is. Anyway, getting back to my previous point, I am glad that a support worker picks me up on Sundays because then I can go out and then I can still play computer games, but I can't play them too much because I'm always going out. And I am glad that I've got a good schedule going because then I won't get too addicted to computer games. So yeah, I think my support worker's reliable as well, I think she's very reliable. So yeah, I've ditched this bloke as a supposed friendship. I don't think he's a friend, but anyway, with anyone else, I would just say, look, I can't go out with you anymore to have coffee and can't go to the shops anymore. I can't do all this kind of shit. Can't say all of this stuff because Jonathan, he doesn't understand reason. All he understands is whatever I want. I'll get what I want and what I must have, I will get it. He can't take no, you can't have. If you say no, you're not having, he is going to say, well, I just got what I can't have and I just did what you said I can't do. You cannot reason with this stupid tart. So I've made sure that I've cut him out completely. I know that his stepdad is going to say, she'll have coffee again. Yeah, sure. I don't speak to the stepdad anymore. Don't want to know him. And I also don't want to know this other bloke, this bloke who thinks that he, can be best friends with everyone. He has no idea what a bloody friendship is. Wouldn't have a clue. Wouldn't have a clue. Wouldn't have the faintest idea. So, yeah, I'm just so glad that I've got a good schedule going. I can come home and be alone in my own company. I like people sometimes, and I clash with people, which I clash with anybody, because it's just like, give me some friggin' space, And yeah. Then when I get to really know people, I'm like, time to start clashing with them now. Hanging out with them. Oh dear, I'm gonna go get a massive drink. Yeah, I'm gonna have orange juice. Orange juice it is. So yeah, oh fuck, nearly knocked something over. Got to do sauteed vegetables again. They were yum when I did them the other time. Sauteed veggies, yum. Yum. Where's... Oh yeah, that's orange juice. Okay. Where is it? What's... Oh, that's my bloody rice thing. I'm getting an accumulation of rubbish over here. I am. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, this fucking rubbish. There it is. Oh man, eggs for breakfast, yum. Yum. Oh, I love eggs. Love them. So, yeah, I'm just glad that I can talk to real, honest, positive people who don't bloody, yeah. just, I need positive people who don't treat me like shit and give me disrespect and all that sort of stuff, and that's what I'm getting. And we're all about living life to try and stay healthy and well and that. And if that isn't working, then you find out what's wrong and fix it. Don't live a suffering life forever. I'm also one of these people that doesn't need to sit at home and pretend that it's time to die or something. You know, I just don't need to live like that either. But yeah, I'm trying to think of a way to play Manamon where I can do recording with my Bluetooth headphones on and play it, because I bloody I'm trying to think, because with my headphones turned on I can play a lot better. I can play a lot better. Oh, I'm just thinking. Well, this is what the kind of life is that I'll have from now on. It'll get better than this. This is only like the start. Everything always starts out badly and then gets better. reckon that the trees outside are fucking up my lungs. It's probably something around here, because when I go out, I still cough a bit, but it's not as bad. So, oh dear. Oh, well, what am I meant to do, I suppose? Oh, Jesus, I'm just trying to think as well. There was something I was going to say and I've forgotten.
Speech on Twitter 11 minutes ago. Stacy. Pause. Stop. Button. Pause.
There's
Button.
something I was going to say, because I've got to go in a second, and I'll download this recording later, probably tonight. Oh, I keep forgetting to say at the beginning of each recording what day and time it is, because, so the time right now...
11 a.m. Status stereo.
It's 11 o'clock a.m, so I've still got 2 hours to go before I leave, which isn't much time really, but it is some time. I could probably fit in some reading, but definitely not playing a game, because that Manamon game goes for friggin'... It goes forever. You could play it and play it and play it and play it and play it. So I need like a day free to play that game. Which will work tomorrow. If I've got at least 3 hours to play, I can play for 3 hours, which I can do it quite easily. Trying to think. Oh damn! What the hell is it that I was going to say? It was in my mind. Oh, bloody... What is it? Fuck. Damn it, I was going to say something. I'll probably remember it later tonight. Anyway, what I was going to say as well is that, it's about 11 o'clock a.m. on Saturday the 8th of March. It's my brother's birthday today. Because I always forget to say what day and time it is, because when I download the recording onto YouTube later, people are assuming that I've only just done, literally done the recording and have straight away uploaded it, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I do recordings and I'll upload them straight away. Other times I do the recording and I'll upload it a week later, and people are like, oh, how did you go yesterday? And it's like, yesterday was like last week, mate. That's when I did the recording. So it's like... No. I can do a recording and next week I can upload this recording and someone will say, how did you go with this outing today? It's like, wait, I didn't go out today. So if I remember to say what day and time it is when I do the recording and then I upload it ages later, people realise that, oh, okay, this upload is a really old upload. Whoops. So, don't know what's doing my throat in today. It's bloody some allergic thing. Yuck. And, going to the doctors is going to be a waste of time because I'll only get medication that isn't going to work anyway. It's not going to fix it. And I don't want symptom relief. I want to fix the bloody problem so that my symptoms stop coming back. I don't need symptom relief. I want to fix the problem. And I don't want symptom relief until I can fix the problem. I want to fix the problem and then I don't need to take medication. That's how I live my life. And if it is something that isn't going to be fixed ever, then I need something that I can take each day for the rest of my life. Because I don't want to be focused on having to worry about which medications I can stop taking or have to keep taking. I just want to know what the easiest treatment would be, and that's it. I don't want my life to be filled with different friggin' schedules and dramas and all that. That's not how I live. Not unless it's a major emergency or something really terrible like that, but if it's just a bit of an allergy thing, then I'm not going to turn it into a big emergency. I think it's me more than anything. I reckon I'm just reacting to this cold that I had a couple of weeks ago that went away a couple of weeks ago. I'm still reacting to the aftermath of it. And it isn't going to go away for a long time. It takes 6 months to get rid of a really bad reaction to my get my colds that I get rid of. It takes 6 months to get rid of the cough. It's just how it is. So yeah. I've been through it with doctors before and they haven't done anything to help me, so there's nothing anybody can do about it. I'm not going to keep looking for answers. I don't want answers. I'm satisfied with when I say I'm satisfied with the outcome, there's no answer and I'm not going to keep looking for answers, and I'm not debilitated, so I don't really care. That's the way I feel. Anyway, oh, I don't mind if support workers, because that's the other thing I wanted to say, when I talk about stuff, it sounds depressing and it sometimes sounds like really, it sometimes sounds really negative. But if I just say it how it is, and I just say that's how I've been living forever and I'm still alright, then the support workers find out that it's just what I'm like, so they just let it go. And I'm fine with all of that because, see, I don't live with scaremongering and all of this other stupid shit that people live by these days. I know it's not safe for me if people come near me when they're sick, but that isn't their responsibility. That's up to me. I don't want to avoid sick people. I don't believe in avoiding sick people. If you do, then do it. But I don't live that way. And you're not going to make me change. You're not going to force me to change how I live because you don't believe something I believe in. If there's something that I think that you don't agree with, then that's on you, because I am not going to be forced into changing. You don't have to change what you think. Just, I'm not making you, I don't make sick people hang around me, but You know, I'm not going to make people think what I want. If they don't agree with how I am, then don't agree with it and don't hang around me. You know, until you think that you're comfortable hanging around me, you know, that's just how it is. But don't push your beliefs onto me either. You know, don't tell me how to feel and what to think and what to do, and I don't need anybody's beliefs to be pushed onto me. I'm not one of these people that follows rules, you know, with avoiding people and that. I only avoid people if it's a life-threatening emergency and my life is going to endanger someone else in some way. You know, like if I were to have a heart attack and someone comes near me, they could, I don't know, hurt me by accident, not knowing what they're doing, or they could just hinder the assistance that the ambulance gives me, and not only a heart attack, if I break my leg or if I drown in the pool or something happens, if people hinder the ambulance, they're making me worse. So sometimes in a bad emergency, it's good to just avoid me until I get all the help I need and then come and visit me. That's fine. And if I go to the doctors, then they put me in isolation because my life is going to cause other people to die. Then that's just how it is. That's what the doctor would do. But if my life won't endanger other people, then no, I'm not going to stay home when I feel unwell. I'm not staying home. I don't feel better when I stay at home. I don't recover any better when I stay at home. Good luck to people who believe that staying home makes you recover better. Good luck to them. Don't push your opinions and your beliefs onto me, thank you. You know, you do what you do that works for you. I'll do what I want to do, what works for me. That's the way it is. I don't do what works for anyone else. I'm just doing whatever works for me. So, yeah. Well,
11:11 a.m.
It's now 10 past 11
Stop.
on Saturday morning. So I'm going to get going. I'll upload this recording at some point. I don't know when, but I'll upload it. And I will talk to everybody later.
Stop button.
I'll talk to everyone again later.